When it comes to the life of Baba Abdullah, he is the only one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes an exception to his own rulings. And inshallah, I'll give you a few examples. Going to Hajj is wajib, but only on those who can afford it. So there's a caveat. If you can't afford Hajj, it's not wajib upon you. Only when you have the means to perform Hajj, then it becomes wajib upon you. And with the way Saudi is raising prices at the moment, I don't think a lot of people will be able to perform Hajj. However, Hajj is a faru. It's wajib under certain circumstances. When you can afford it. It is haram in Islam to take a loan and go to Hajj. It is haram to borrow money and go to Hajj. It is haram to go into debt and go to Hajj. Yet, when you ask our Imams of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, that when it comes to visiting the ziyarah of Aba Abdullah in Iraq, what will they tell you? They'll tell you it is recommended to go into debt. Make sure you go to Hussain. It is recommended to borrow money from people, but make sure you go to Hussain. Why? Because the ziyarah of Hussain is what? It's heaven on earth. Our fourth Imam alayhi salam said what? He said, visit Karbala at least once in your life. Why? So that when you go to heaven, you don't look around and be lost. You will look like you've been here before. Haydari, Ya Ali. Ya Ali. So visit Karbala so that you are not a stranger in heaven. And on top of that, the Imams of the Ahlul Bayt have said, go into debt, borrow money. Doesn't matter how much of a financial loss you put yourself into. Make sure you go and do the ziyarah of Aba Abdullah. For you'll notice throughout history, his ziyarah has never been easy. After his shahadat alayhi salam, during the oppressive rule of Bani Umayyah, during the oppressive rule of Bani Abbas, during the Ottoman period, all the way until Saddam, all the way until the wars in Iraq, all the way until the Islamic State, even till today, it's been very difficult to do the ziyarah of Aba Abdullah. Yet our Imams have said that you should always try to pursue and push yourselves towards the ziyarah, to the extent that Bani Abbas would have a rule. They would say, if you want to go and do the ziyarah of Hussain, cut your right hand and you can go. Okay. Cut your right hand and you can go. There's a narration from our 11th Imam in which he states that a group of brothers were heading towards Karbala. They were stopped during Mutawakkil's era of Bani Abbas. He said to him, cut your hand and you can go to Karbala. So this boy extends forward his left hand. So the executioner, the person who cuts the hand, he says it's not the left hand that is the legal principle. It's the right hand that needs to be cut. He raises his right arm. There's no hand on his right arm. He says, I wanted to visit Aba Abdullah last year, so I cut my right hand. Allah has only given me one right hand. Therefore, I want to visit Aba Abdullah again, so I am extending forward my left hand. This is the importance of the ziyarah of Aba Abdullah. Bani Abbas also said, if you want to visit Aba Abdullah, if there's two people in one household, we will kill one and the other one can go do in ziyarah. So you'd think that if two people were to approach the person, what would they argue about? They would say, we want to do the ziyarah, right? So one brother would say, kill him, so I can do ziyarah. The other one would say, no, kill my brother, so I can do ziyarah. But what do we find? We find that they say, kill me, so that my brother can do the ziyarah. The other one will say, no, kill me, so that my brother can do the ziyarah. So we ask, you would rather die than go and do the ziyarah of Aba Abdullah? They said, we would rather be sacrificed for Aba Abdullah than do the ziyarah. Why? So that on the day of judgment, when we are reunited with Aba Abdullah, we can say, oh Hussain, we weren't there in Karbala, but we gave our lives for you. Aba Abdullah's ziyarah is the only ziyarah in which we say, may our mother and our father be sacrificed for you, O Aba Abdullah. So Hajj is only wajib when you can afford it. Karbala, you can go into debt to visit Aba Abdullah, so there's a change in the laws.